So have you ever picked up a book and it felt less like, just a story and more like some kind of secret document, something you weren't quite meant to find?
Oh, yeah, like it blurs that line between fiction and something almost classified.
Exactly. Well, that's the kind of intellectual thrill ride we're getting into today. We're doing a deep dive into Olivie Blake's novel, theatlassix.
Which really took off, didn't it? Self-published first in 2020, then the revised version in 2022 just exploded.
It really did. And what's just so audacious about it is how it starts. No gentle intro here. It drops you right in with footnote 1, page 1.
Right, and the footnote says, this text has been redacted by the Alexandrian Society for reasons of planetary security.
Yeah. I mean, talk about setting a tone, instantly academic, kind of arrogant, and as you find out, terrifyingly literal. It really grabs you.
It's such a statement opening.
Yeah.
One review we looked at described the book as feeling like a paper submitted to a journal that drinks blood for breakfast, which feels about right.
Huh. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and you can definitely see echoes of other dark academia. It's like The Secret History, maybe, but if Richard Papin had to defend a thesis after the murder.
Or maybe The Magicians if Quentin's story ended with, well, a grave instead of just bad grades.
Exactly. It pushes dark academia to its most lethal extreme, you could say.
And that's really our mission for this deep dive. We want to pull out the key insights from the reviews and the text itself, give you a shortcut to understanding why this book hits such a nerve.
And what it says about, the pursuit of knowledge itself, how intoxicating that can be, maybe even dangerous.
Definitely. So we're going to unpack this world, its rules, figure out what makes the theatlassix tick. Okay, so let's unpack that core premise then. At the center, you've got the Alexandrian Society.
Right. Think Illuminati with a library card, but way more academically ruthless.
That's a good way to put it. And every decade, they pick 6 medians. These are people with pretty exceptional magical talents, one from each discipline.
And these 6 compete for just one spot in the society.
Just one.
And the setting for this competition is just as fascinating. They are put in this manor house that exists in non-Euclidean space.
Which basically means the geometry is all warped, right? It doesn't follow normal rules. Mind-bending stuff.
Totally. And inside, they get unlimited access to these incredible archives. We're talking books that haven't even been written yet.
That's wild. So what's their task?
Spend a year producing original research, pushing the boundaries of magic and knowledge.
Okay, sounds like a tough postgraduate program so far.
Yeah.
But here's the twist, the part that really makes your jaw drop.
The final exam.
At the end of the year, the 6 of them have to vote on which one gets murdered.
Yeah. Just one survivor gets the lifetime access, the power, the knowledge that can literally rewrite reality. They join the society.
And the person who dies.
They become a footnote, literally.
Yeah.
Their work absorbed, their life, a sacrifice for knowledge.
And the craziest part, the sort of dark joke of it all, is that these characters, they're excited about it.
They really are. They show up with annotated bibliographies, academic grudges already simmering. They are there to win.
It's intense. It makes you ask, what kind of ambition, what kind of intellectual drive.
Pushes someone to sign up for that. Knowing murder is on the syllabus, it points to this almost disturbing hunger for knowledge, for recognition, for power, really.
Absolutely. And beyond just the premise, the voice of the book is so distinctive. The review called it academic snark as weaponized envy.
That nails it. It really does. The narration shifts between the 6 characters, third person limited, but the tone stays consistent.
How would you describe that tone?
It's hyper-literate, hyper-referential, constantly dropping footnotes that cite fake journals, real philosophers, sometimes with these little passive-aggressive apologies mixed in. It's very, very clever.
The review had a great example with Nicola, right? Can you share that one?
Oh, it's perfect. So Nicola makes this argument that empathy is a statistical illusion. Very serious, cites the Journal of Parapsychic Debate. Sounds impressive. But then the narration immediately undercuts him. Parenthetically notes that he once cried during Les Mis.
Huh. No way!
Yes, and it's cited to Appendix D, Nicolo's Tears of Taxonomy. It's brilliant.
That's amazing. It doesn't push you away, though. It kind of draws you in, makes you feel smarter for getting the joke.
Exactly. You feel like you're in on the snark, decoding it. It's intoxicating, like the review said.
And the structure of the book reinforces this academic feel, too, doesn't it?
Totally. It's divided into 5 books. Each one starts with a reading list. Borges, Butler, Baudrillard, heavy hitters.
And trigger warning.
Trigger warnings like contains, elitism, murder, the unbearable weight of genius. And the chapters have titles like seminar papers.
Like what? You mean an example?
Okay, like, on the impossibility of objectivity when one's roommate can read minds.
Perfect. It just immerses you in that world, that
Right,
mindset.
absolutely, from start to finish.
The review also used this phrase, dark academia as dark matter, for the world building.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds cool. How does that play out?
It's a great metaphor. The magic system isn't flashy, it's soft, but feels really precise. Disciplines have strict ethical codes. Break them, memory wipe.
Ouch.
Yeah. And there are quantifiable outputs, like empaths have to file quarterly effect audits. It's magic treated like rigorous, almost bureaucratic science.
And the archives, you mentioned them before.
Oh, the archives are practically a character themselves.
Right.
This non-Euclidean sub-basement where shelves rearrange based on your subconscious, it's wild.
So not your average library.
Not even close. Rooms full of books yet to be written. Rooms full of books that probably shouldn't be written. There's even a vending machine dispensing antidepressants in antique bottles.
Seriously.
Yep. The whole house is this labyrinth. It's like a metaphor for a mind that's consumed too much knowledge, maybe felt too little.
Okay, this is where I think it gets really interesting. The characters. Apex predators of intellect, the review called them.
That's right. And their main prey is each other. They're locked in this high-stakes intellectual combat.
And their methods of seduction are purely mental.
Completely. It's fascinating. Like, Paris convincing Raina to sleep with him by arguing orgasm is a temporal illusion.
Okay.
Or Callum seducing Tristan by demonstrating how empathy can be weaponized into statistical prediction. It's not about bodies connecting.
The review said, sex is not bodies, but brains rubbing raw.
Exactly that. It's all cerebral sparring. Intense, intimate, but purely intellectual.
Which brings us to the romance, or what passes for it. Citation is foreplay.
That sums it up perfectly. Take the main pair, Libby and Niccolo. She's an air mage, inexperienced. He's a mind mage, very experienced, a voluptuary.
And their relationship unfolds through academic papers.
Pretty much. He writes a footnote tearing down her theory. She fires back with a 20-page addendum exposing his intellectual fraud.
Wow. That's some intense peer review.
Right. Their first kiss happens after he mathematically proves her fear of intimacy is predictable based on her childhood trauma.
That's chillingly romantic. Or just chilling.
Huh. Maybe both. And the actual sex. It's not described. It's footnoted. Seriously. See enclosed dataset, Appendix D, for physiological responses. The absence, the academic framing, is meant to be more erotic, more telling. It's a meta-joke about what academics choose to omit.
It really drives home that point, doesn't it? That the most dangerous people aren't just trying to win. They want to be right. Forever. In print.
Precisely. That's their ultimate goal.
And this obsession ties into the bigger theme, right? Knowledge is addiction. Addiction is knowledge. This extreme bibliomania.
Absolutely. Information is like a drug for them. They treat it like fentanyl, always chasing a purer, more potent hit, even knowing it could destroy them.
And the archives feed this addiction.
They're central to it. They aren't just shelves of books. Some books literally eat memories. Some indexes rewrite themselves. Some indexes can even rewrite the reader.
Whoa. So the society isn't just a club.
It's more like a metabolic process, as the review puts it. It consumes genius, processes it, all to further its own endless accumulation of knowledge. It's a system.
Okay, so the end of the book. The review called it a detonation, a bibliographic bloodbath. The murder vote happens.
It does, and the victim isn't who you might expect. The motive is tied to this incredibly obscure citation.
Obscure enough that they need to go into the restricted archives to find it.
Exactly, a perilous journey into the forbidden sections.
And the killer leaves a manifesto.
A 40-page monograph, no less. The core argument, that knowledge progresses fastest when genius is terrified.
Chilling. And how do the survivors react? Grief? Trauma?
Not really. They don't hug. They don't cry. They start writing rebuttals to the manifesto. Even in the face of death, the academic debate continues.
Wow. So the house accepts the sacrifice.
The archives unlock further, and that final image, Libby standing before a shelf, and on it are her own future books, volumes she hasn't written yet.
But they already exist.
They exist, and they cite the murder she just witnessed as a methodological necessity for her future work.
Okay. Mind blown. So pulling it all together, the Alexandrian society isn't really a school.
No, it's a system. A machine designed to consume and metabolize genius. All for the sake of advancing knowledge, no matter the human cost.
Now, the review wasn't entirely uncritical, right? You pointed out some maybe intentional flaws.
That's true. It mentioned the elitism can feel pretty suffocating at times. Working class characters, they're mostly just metaphors.
And mental illness.
Sometimes it feels a bit aestheticized. Depression is dark lipstick, anxiety is high fashion. And the prose, while often brilliant, can sometimes get a little purple.
Like the example, his smile was a footnote.
In a language only dead gods spoke. Yeah, lines like that. It can be a bit much sometimes.
But the review suggests these excesses are maybe part of the point.
Yeah, almost thematic. Like, the book wants you to get drunk on the sheer intellectual intensity, the brilliance, and then deal with the inevitable hangover. It's part of the experience.
And despite any criticisms, you can't deny the impact the Atlas 6 has had since that 2022 release.
Oh, absolutely not. It's popped up on university syllabi ethics and epistemology courses, studying the nature of knowledge itself.
That makes sense. And the whole TikTok aesthetic thing.
Huge. Tweed, typewriters, fake blood used as highlighter. It spawned a whole vibe. And the fan fiction is wild people writing annotated bibliographies of fake academic sources from the book's world.
That's dedication. And there's a sequel, The Atlas Paradox.
Yep, already out, promising more murder, more footnotes. And apparently, a citation so controversial it will require an addendum, so the intensity continues.
So after diving into all this, it kind of makes you look at your own bookshelf a little differently, doesn't it?
It really does. The book isn't asking you to like these characters. Not really.
No, it's asking you to try and outthink them.
Right, and then it sort of admits that even that, the outthinking, is just another form of longing, another kind of hunger.
It makes this powerful, maybe unsettling statement, doesn't it? Knowledge is power. Power is seduction.
And seduction is just a footnote, leading you deeper and deeper into some restricted archive where maybe your name is already written down in someone else's ink.
So thinking about all that, here's something for you, our listener, to chew on. If the ultimate achievement, the most beautiful citation, proves you were brilliant, you were there, and you were willing to, well, kill to be remembered correctly, what knowledge would you sacrifice for?
And maybe more importantly, what would you sacrifice to that knowledge? What pursuit, what information in your own life feels just a little bit like a dangerous addiction?